Good evening, my Pastafarians, and welcome back to another week and another story. Everything has been very positive, and I'm writing these stories for you guys, and I recently got a fan submitted one that I'd like to be reading too. And the feedback's been great, so I'm going to keep doing it and hopefully keep getting more feedback. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and everything. Anyways, I wrote this one this week I asked a question on Twitter and, well, all my social media. What was the creepiest toy you had as a child? And a response to that was my puppet widow. So I thought about that, and I don't really know the story as to what makes that creepy, but I came up with my own interpretation, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's called Peter the Puppet. Posted to scaremeToDeath.com on Saturday, October 18th, 2014. Hey, this is my first time posting here. I know you guys like weird things, and I'm not really sure what to make of this, so maybe you can help me out. My best friend's girlfriend committed suicide 2 weeks ago, and yesterday he finally got up the nerve to get rid of her stuff from the apartment they had shared. So, like any good friend, I offered to help. While we were going through her stuff, we came across two things packed away in a little box that my friend had never seen before. The first thing was a diary that had looked pretty well used, its pages dog-eared and crinkled, and even looked burnt. The second was an odd-looking puppet with an eerie grin on its face. Me and my buddy both decided that maybe reading the diary would give him some closure, so despite it being a social taboo, we read the diary. For the most part, it was really like any diary. Lots of things about my friend and how amazing he was to her and how he made her feel. Gushy stuff. We spent an hour reading the whole thing, my friend explaining the stories and the inside jokes she had written about. The diary even contained some of the short stories she had written while taking her creative writing course at college. Most of them were sci-fi in nature, and she had quite the creative mind, which made sense because she had been the biggest Trekkie I'd ever seen. So, as I was saying, we read through all the entries, and most of them were pretty normal, but when we got to the entries from about a month before she killed herself, they started to get a little strange. Some of the entries were written very crudely, and some pages even appeared to be ripped out. I've tried to decipher as much as I can for you guys, and I'm hoping that maybe at least one of you can tell me what it all means. My friend thinks it's just a story she wrote, but I asked him if I could borrow the stuff for the night, to give it a closer look, and here it is for you. Please help me out, I think there might be more to this. Keep in mind, for privacy's sake, I've changed the names. Tuesday, September 9th, 2014. So, yesterday me and Jared went thrift shopping, and when he went off to check out the DVDs, I decided to see if I could find him a cool little gift to show him I love him more. While I was searching the shelves of knickknacks, I came across something very interesting. It was a puppet. Nothing special about it, but for some reason I was compelled to buy it. I knew Jared would never let me have a doll in the apartment, so I decided I would go back and buy it today. To my surprise diary, it was still there, and it seemed different. I'm not sure what about it, but it just seemed different. I quickly grabbed it off the shelf and bought it. I'm gonna hide it in my shoebox with you, diary. I don't know why I bought it, but it might at least inspire me to write a story or something. I say this, though, it's kinda like those paintings where the eyes follow you. I don't know, maybe I'm just going crazy. Till tomorrow, diary. Wednesday, September 10th, 2014. Dear Diary, how cliche was that? Anyways, you remember how yesterday I said that the puppet I'd bought looked different? Well, I stand by that. I wasn't sure then what it was, but now I know. When I bought it, I thought it was somber looking, and now, I swear, when I went to grab you, diary, its face had changed. It seemed like it was smiling this time. I'm probably just crazy. Anyways, I think I'll name him Peter. Not sure why, but I'm fairly sure I had a dream about him last night, and when I woke up this morning, I just knew that was the perfect name. But today was weird. I got home from school, and the apartment was empty like usual, but it didn't feel empty. You know what I mean? I just couldn't shake that feeling I was being watched. That's when I saw Peter lying on the ground, looking at me. What a creep, right? Anyway, tomorrow is Jared's friend's birthday, and the two of them are going out for the night, so it'll just be you, me, and Peter tomorrow. Good night, diary. Thursday, September 11th, 2014. Hey, so I'm more than a little creeped out right now. Everything was going fine today. Jared and his buddy went out for their boys' night, and I decided to lay on the couch with a bag of chips. Pretty normal, right? Well, it was until I started to hear noises around the apartment. Like, I'm not talking creaks and stuff. It's definitely coming from in the apartment, too. It's not my neighbors, but I swear I heard small footsteps. The weirdest part was when I went to grab you just now, Peter was lying on the floor again, but instead of just being by the shoebox, he was almost halfway across the room. I seriously need some sleep. Good night, diary. It seems like a few pages have been ripped out at this point, so I'm just going to continue from where they continue. Tuesday, September 16th, 2014. I don't know why he's watching me. I can't tell Jared. He'd say I'm crazy, but I know I'm not. Last night, I started to hear him talk. He whispered in my ear. I tried to move, but he held me there. I don't know how, but he did. I'm scared. Tonight, I think I'm gonna throw that fucking puppet in the river. He just can't be here. I know I can't tell anyone but you, diary. Anyone else would say I'm crazy. Look at me, 25-year-old woman scared of a stupid toy. But Peter's more than that. I don't know what he is or where he came from, but he's not a fucking puppet. I'm gonna go get him and take a long drive. Until tomorrow, diary. Wednesday, September 17th, 2014. That's it. I threw him in the river last night, and this morning when I woke up, after Jared had gone to work, there he was. Peter the fucking puppet, sitting on my dresser, his smile bigger than ever. I don't know what to do. I threw it out, and it came back. Today I burned the fucker. Later that day, it was written, he's pissed. I don't know where he is, but I hear his fucking voice, and it's getting louder. I'm sorry, I don't know what I did or who I wronged to deserve this. The page here has been ripped out, and the next 2 pages are blank. Thursday, September 25th, 2014. I can't escape him. His voice follows me. I understand it now. Once you touch him, he owns you. Now he intends to drive me mad, and he's winning. I don't know how long I can stand the voices or that demonic smile. Jared's been out of town for the last couple days, and Peter's been more active. And the page ends there. I warned you the next bit was written in more or less scribbles, so I took as much of it as I could and tried to decipher it for you guys. It's September 27th, I assumed. Jared comes back in 2 days. It's too long to wait. I'm sorry. I love you. Peter. Can't take it anymore. End it. Pills. Fuck you, Peter. Goodbye. He's here. And everything after that is not legible. So if you guys can make heads or tails of it, that would be great, because I'm starting to hear voices. And that was Peter the Puppet. So please tell me what you think, and if you enjoyed it, definitely like and subscribe, comment even, anything, share it with your friends, as I always say. And until next week, my Pastafarians, this is Chemo Creepypasta, wishing you a creepy night.